Hey, what's good, everybody? Happy Thursday. Wow, it's going by quick, really. It's also going by 100% green. The markets are officially 100% green for the year, right? They've been up every single day. Well, today the Dow was higher by 150. You're going to see on the news it broke 25,000, a big number. I'm going to share something with you in a second, an interesting stat. The S&P added 10. The Nasdaq was higher by 12. All green days, every single day, 100% positive. Things are looking good. Now let's talk about the Dow for a second, because you're going to see this and want to break this down for you. They're going to say the Dow was above 25,000, first time ever. Oh my gosh, this is great. President Trump was already tweeting, let's go to 30,000. No, he shouldn't be focused on that in my opinion, but he is. Now here's the thing. Is that important? Going from 24,000 to 25,000 is a milestone that we'll always track. When we go to 26 or whatever happens, we'll track that as well. Here's the interesting thing, and I stole this from JP Morgan. I hope they don't mind. I'm going to go to the charts for a second, but I'm going to throw in this guy right here. So I'll try to zoom in for you. This is an interesting stat here. How long has it taken for the Dow to go 1,000 points? Now, as we scroll back here, look a little bit further back, look at how long it took the Dow to go from 15,000 to 16,009. It took almost 200 days. Now, that was just in 2013. Then, from 17,000 to 18,000 took 173 days. From, 21,000 to 22,000, only 154 days. And so on and so on. And so last time we moved 1,000 points, it only took 35 days. So you can see the speed of which the market's moving, the quickness at how it's actually, the pace of the acceleration is getting a little bit out of hand. That might be an indicator that we're moving too far too fast. This time, going from 24,000 to 25,000, it took 35 days again. So we tied the record for the last time. I think that might be something to pay attention to. Normally it takes hundreds of days, and all of a sudden we're just blasting through 1,000 points on the Dow. Maybe a little too far too fast. But let's talk about the stocks and the markets that are affecting your retirements today. We're going to start with the financials over here on the screen. A breakout day. We talk about technical traders sometimes that like to look at charts that you see on the screen here. This is one reason that technical traders get excited. It's just a breakout to new highs. If you draw a line, it seems like it can't get over this ceiling, and then all of a sudden it blasts off past it. Financials very strong today. Obviously looking good. Here's a couple stocks to keep in mind. Limited brands. Actually, they're not called that anymore. They're called L brands, I believe. L brands. So you might not know what L brands is, but they're the companies that own Victoria's Secret. They own, what do they own? Bed Bath & Beyond? No, not Bed Bath & Beyond. Victoria's Secret and Bath & Body Works. I always get those confused, man. They both have candles and smelly stuff. But basically, shares were down for Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works, and names like Pink, things like that. December, a big time for retail stocks. They reported that December sales were slumping, and that's going to cause them to adjust their forecast going forward. All that means, what happens is analysts will try to assume what a company will do in earnings for a particular quarter. Then the company will come out and sort of hint along the way and say, our forecast is this much. Well, if that matches what the analysts expect, then usually everybody's happy. What happens is occasionally a company will come out and say, hey, our forecast going forward, we'd like to change and suggest that we won't make as much or we'll do better. Well, whenever that number comes different than what the Wall Street analysts think, that's a big deal. Analysts are expecting this much. The company says, hey, wait a minute, we're going to do this much. And now what's happened is they said, based on December, we think we're only going to do this much. So bad news for Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works. Did I say it right? Bath & Body Works. A tough day for those. So that, I believe, was one of the worst performing stocks out there today. Let's talk about Snap. Snapchat. If you have Snapchat, they're a public company. You can trade their stock. You can see it there. Not doing too well because here's the thing. They don't make any money. Now, I get like emotional about this, but I know you see people make YouTube videos. You think, oh, they're just putting on a show and everything. This pisses me off, and this is not abnormal. So the company doesn't make any money. They lose money. So first of all, why would you invest in a company that loses money? I'm not giving advice. I'm just saying you want, obviously, a company to make profits so they can pay you back. Well, instead of saying, hey, let's go simple for New Year's, for Christmas, things like that, the company decided it's okay for us to spend $4 million to have a New Year's Eve party. Let's hire Drake. Let's get Drake in there and he can sing for us and stuff. And we're going to spend $4 million. Yeah, that's a good idea. We don't make any money, so we're already losing money, which means we're getting the money from shareholders to have a $4 million party. I kind of think they would have been better off just saying we have a $1 million party. I get it, they're a big company. Our company had a $1 million party and we gave $1 million to the Salvation Army or something like that. I'll bet you the stock would have reacted differently, but that just goes to show you got kids running a company and they're trying to have a good time in Silicon Valley. It's not going well. Company is not doing good. I have nothing good to say about it, and so my mama told me I should talk about other stuff. Tesla. Unfortunately, not a lot of good news for Tesla. Now, look back. We've been commenting on this for the last couple days because analysts have been on both sides saying, look, they're not going to deliver enough vehicles. It's not going to be good. And then you have other analysts saying, yeah, they're going to hit it out of the park. Well, today we found out that Tesla delivered 29,870 vehicles, of which 1,550 were the Model 3s, which everybody was looking for. That's not even close to what everybody wanted. Unfortunately, that doesn't cut it. They had higher expectations for themselves, and Wall Street had higher expectations. That's not good. Now, here's the thing. The stock didn't sell off very much, lost about 1%, because there were so many analysts saying, you guys aren't even going to come close to hitting those estimates. So people had already baked that into the price. If we go back to the chart, you can kind of see people were losing a little bit of faith in the company. But, other than that, not much else to focus on there. So that's a couple stocks in the news. Walgreens may be another one if you want to take a look at that. Walgreens Boots Alliance is actually what they're called, but we know them better as Walgreens the store. 5% decline today, missed earnings. So you know what? So what? That's what happens. They're. I don't really have many good things to say about this company either because they left America. They went and registered in another country to avoid paying taxes, and that sucks. So here's the thing. Tomorrow, Friday, end of the week, we have the unemployment rate. Jobs numbers came out today. We added 225,000 new jobs in December alone. The U.S. economy, the private sector. We were only expecting 191,000, so obviously good news there. Tomorrow, the unemployment rate is expected to come in at 4.1%, unchanged. It's basically right at 4.1% now. So if that number comes in higher or lower, that could be a big market mover tomorrow, and that comes out just before the market opens. So could be an exciting day. Be sure to stay tuned. If you have retirement investments and you would like someone to help you out with those, well, thankfully you found the right guy. I'm not going to do it. Anyways, check out our website, jazzwealth.com. If you need help with retirement investments or you just have questions, you want to get some help, I'm happy to do that as well. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment about one of these companies. Did you ever have a $4 million Christmas party or New Year's Eve party? I doubt it. Enjoy, guys. Thanks for watching.